y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tam here with Laugh and Grow with Tam, and on my channel I help you grow with real talk and a side of laughter. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So give me a second, be patient with me because I just pulled up to the house and I have groceries in the back and my husband should be out in any minute to get these groceries. I have had an upset stomach all morning, so my goal is to go in the house, lay down, and just relax and get myself together. Y'all know me, I keep it casual, I keep it raw and authentic, so my husband coming out here and grabbing groceries in the middle of a video is normal. But for those of you who are new here, just know that's how I flow. Look at me, my lips ain't crusty today. Oh, okay, anyway, I want to share with y'all, I feel like depending on which way I look, y'all can't see my eyes. So let me take my glasses off. I put on fashion glasses on days I don't feel like wearing makeup. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just check it out. Just the length. It's lengthening. The hair is growing. Anyway, so I wanted to share with y'all story time about a situation where a friend said something to me that hurt me, but it helped me. Essentially what was said to me was that the anxiety I was experiencing was inconvenient. And I will never forget that day because it cut me in a way that it took me a while to recover from. But it also helped me. And I know the enemy's intention was to take that and make it, smear it all over me to the point where I couldn't come back from it. But in so many words, and this is not to bash anybody or anything, but I was friends with someone who was just very direct and very honest and open. And we had a situation, and we were just having a friendly phone call following up. Here's my husband. Y'all see him right there. Following up from an interaction that we had. And she was just sharing her truth, right? She let me know that, oh, he waiting on me to open it up. Babe, say hey to the peeps on the channel.
Hey, y'all.
You on the phone?
Who?
Oh, I thought you had your AirPod in. Oh, okay. But she was just sharing her thoughts on something. And one of the things she said was, me having anxiety made it inconvenient for everyone else around me. And I remember it felt so harsh and so hurtful in that moment. And to this day, when I think about it, I can still feel the pit in my stomach and the tears begin to form in my eyes because I remember what that felt like. Something that I felt like I didn't have control over. I was being told, you inconvenienced everybody. And for a long time, I held that in my heart, and was like, I don't feel safe anymore. I don't feel safe around people because I deal with anxiety and it is something that affects my everyday life. And this is just where I am right now as I'm working through it. And if me being anxious is making everybody else feel, okay, if me being anxious is making everybody else feel a certain type of way, then I just want to seclude myself. I just don't want to be around anybody. But it also, what I saw in that day, because I'm able to see what God is saying even when something is painful. But what I did notice and what I learned about myself in that moment was, when I am anxious, I am so focused in on what it is that I'm anxious about that I am not aware of how I'm affecting people around me. I am not aware of how I could be making someone else anxious. I'm not aware of the quick, spontaneous decisions I will make from anxiety and how it affects everybody else around me. So I remember that day like it was yesterday. And when I tell y'all, the enemy really tried to smear that all over me to the point where I just didn't feel safe around anybody. I didn't feel safe to talk to anybody. I felt like if I was feeling anxious, I had to remain quiet about it, because sharing the anxiety, nobody cared anyway. It's just going to be inconvenience. Why does it matter? And I had a few other situations before and after that that just really put an icing on the cake for me. I remember dealing with social anxiety and having friends just be like, well, just come on. Why is it, a big deal? And I'm like, you don't understand. I feel anxious. I don't want to go. And I remember feeling like people didn't care about what I was saying. And I'm like, dang, it made me, the enemy was like, they don't care about you. They don't care that you're experiencing the anxiety. All they care about is that you're making them uncomfortable. They don't care about the fact that this is making you sick to your stomach, or they don't care about none of that. They care about whether you do what you want them to do. And so for the longest, it made me bitter. It made me be like, I don't want to be around nobody, because y'all don't care about how I feel. All you care about is how you feel. It just made it something that it really wasn't. And what God was trying to show me was that having anxiety had become a part of my lifestyle, so much so that I defended it. I defended the anxiety. You hear what I'm saying? I defended it. I almost wore it like a badge of honor. This is who I am. I deal with anxiety. I'm anxious, and you just have to respect that. And if you can't understand it, then... And so I just pulled away from everybody. But that wasn't what God wanted for me. And it definitely fed what the enemy was trying to do. And what I realized over these past few years is that God was trying to show me how anxiety was affecting my everyday life and pulling me further away from him, closer into the enemy's grasp, and driving wedge between important relationships with me, and stopping me from being able to do what I'm purposed to do. And so, although that conversation hurt my feelings, I actually cried. I cried about that for quite some time. I cried on the phone call. I cried afterwards. I cried. Every time I thought about it, I cried. Because it almost felt like something attached to me was being attacked. And it wasn't until God began to deliver me from anxiety that I began to see, God, you was trying to show me something in that moment. And the enemy took that and made it something it didn't have to be. I say this to you to make this point. Has there been something that hurt you that was meant to help you? Have you been in a situation where somebody said something that didn't sit with you right and it hurt you, but when you look past the offense, you're able to see, nah, I see what you're saying in this, God? Is there a situation where it seems ungodly, but you can see God in it? It seems like somebody's being jealous, or it seems like somebody's acting or so, but there's something God's trying to get to you. I had a dream the other day, and it felt very, it didn't feel right. It was like, man, you know what I'm saying? This didn't feel like something that God would want me to be experiencing. But I had to pray and ask the Lord, what did you see in that? You allowed me to remember the dream, and for a reason. What is it? Ask God those questions. When those things happen to you, when those things pop up in your life and you're like, I don't know about that. Before you jump to your own conclusions, go to God about it and say, hey, that really bothered me, but is there something you wanted me to get out of this? What is it? What is it? What is it that you wanted me to gain from this interaction, from this experience, from this circumstance? What is it? I have to ask God that question all the time. All the time. I feel like I'm a pretty understanding person, pretty flexible, all the things. But when I feel like somebody's blatantly being rude to me, I have to go before the throne of grace and be like, Lord, what is that about? Because I'm finna cut up. I'm finna cut up, right? So I really want to encourage you. Think about those moments. You may not be cool with said person that offended you anymore. You may have moved on, but ask yourself, was there purpose in that pain? That pain I experienced, what was the purpose of that? It's hard for us to go back to a pain point and be like, God, and try to find God in it. We've gone through some tragic things and it's like, nah, God, you couldn't have been in that. That hurt too bad. But I tell you, he's in everything we do. He's with us. He's with us in the fire. He's with us. He's with us when it's good. He's with us when it's bad. He's with us when it's just okay. He's with us. He's the fourth man in the fire. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Your girl is tired. I am weak. I have nothing left in my body. I have quite literally released everything out of me. TMI, but I could be more graphic. Y'all know me. But just know your girl was struggling this morning. And I had to sing. Excuse me. I had to sing praise and worship this morning. And when I tell y'all God is a keeping God, because my God. Anyway, I'm so sleepy. If y'all can't see it in my eyes, I'm sleepy. So I'm about to go lay it down. I'm about to go lay down. Go lay down. Anyway, I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.